My next interview is about an upcoming powerful performance with heartfelt lyrics that resonate deeply with their audiences. With a growing fan base, Peninsula continues to captivate listeners and push the boundaries of their sound. Welcome everyone, there's 4 of you. We have a full house.
Thank you so much.
We have
Rosalie Ava.
And you play?
I play the bass and I'm on the vocals.
My name is Javier Arispe. I play the guitar.
My name is Ivan Medrano and play drums.
Ray Medellin, play guitar.
I love the drums, my friend back there.
Thank you.
I love
you
the
so
drums.
much.
So tell me, Peninsula, why did you decide to play drums for Peninsula?
Because we are friends and really the powerful friendship we have, Javier and I, and we got a special connection and so quick.
Now, you guys are all from different parts of the world. We'll get to that, but how did you guys all meet?
It's funny because we actually met like at the same year. We met at 2004. And Ivan and I, we met in 2004 in Monterrey, Nuevo León, in Mexico. And I met Rosalie in Niagara Falls in the same year, 2004, through some friends that were doing an interchange at Brock.
Now you went from 3 band members to 4, and we found someone over here in 2020. How did we find our newest band member?
Ray Medellin was playing with a band called Mannequin, and we were touring together in Mexico in different cities. And we really love the way that he plays. He plays really clean and really beautifully, and like very, very beautiful sounds. So when that band they broke apart, we decided to ask him if he wanted to join to give it a try, and now he's legally part of Peninsula.
Yeah. Now, the local connection is with you, Rosalie. You're from St. Catharines.
Yep.
How did you get involved with the people from outside of Canada?
Well, when I met Javier, he was in another band, the singer, and I was just a piano player, classical piano. And after a couple of years, we talked about doing music together. And so I started to learn the bass, and he picked up the guitar. And after about 2 or 3 years, we were getting, I think, good enough that we could start to play shows in public. So then we connected with Ivan. We started doing some songs, sending them long distance. And then eventually I moved down to Mexico as well. And then we started actually playing all together.
So you moved on to Mexico, but then you convinced them to come north, is that right?
Yeah, I brought them up for a tour.
Now, talk about your latest album. It's called, let me see the side of it here, hold on a sec, I'm unprepared here. It's called Constellations, right? Tell me about it.
It's an album that we recorded a couple years ago, and we released each song 1 per month, so it took us a year to release the whole album. And each song is very different. There's some electronic sounds, there's some acoustic. We also invited my sister and my brother-in-law. He plays sitar, and so we have a little bit of sitar and some tabla on one of the tracks. So there's a really big variety. And the year after, we asked 12 different producers to take a track, and we did remixes for each song. So it's a project over 2 years, but we're very excited because it's our first vinyl.
I know, yeah.
Where did you get the name Peninsula from?
Yes. So we were living here at the time. That was like 12 years ago. So you see Peninsula everywhere. And you know what? Because we were 3 at the time, it felt like the isthmus.
Yeah.
The isthmus is the connection that we have with the music, with the people, and then the 3 of us, it was one side of this peninsula, like water, like body water. So we thought that it was a really beautiful name that put all together, or 3 waves, and also the connection. So that's how we decided.
Now you guys are very busy on YouTube and Instagram. Tell me about that.
Yeah. 2 years ago, we released a audio-visual album. So we created 12 different songs, and Javier wrote the story for basically the life of somebody from their birth through childhood, youth, adulthood, all the different stages and different emotions of life. and then all the way to the end, sort of end of life, and our final destination. And we created this theater production, and we invited some dancers to perform and do sort of an interpretation physically of all the lyrics. And then we recorded it, and we performed it in a theater. We recorded that live, and then we released it as an audiovisual album on YouTube. So it's only on YouTube. There's nowhere else you can find it.
Yeah.
You have a handle?
Yes, if you do Peninsula Sound all together, that's how you can find us.
Now, Rosalie, you have an upcoming concert, is that right?
That's correct.
Tell me about it.
On Friday, July 4th, we're going to be playing at the Warehouse Concert Hall in St. Catharines. And we're very excited because we're going to play with another band that we have a really great connection with called A Sea of Gold and Burgundy. They're a local Niagara Falls band. We met them through Javier. We met CD and Ofrio in Niagara Falls. One day, Javier wandered into a bookshop, and they hit it off over poetry and music. And in January, they came down to Mexico to do a tour, and we set them up with that. So now we're going to get to play with them again on Friday.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this right.
Yes.
Vocalist,
Yeah.
guitar,
Yes.
guitar,
Yeah.
drums, right? Yeah.
You got it, baby.
All the best with Peninsula, okay?
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Anthony. Thank you for your time, man.